Do you have a routine? No, not habits where you roll out of bed, check Instagram while desperately pouring coffee or going to bed at night, doom scrolling social media or binge watching TV. I mean like a legit routine meant to help you tune into every part of yourself as you start and end your day. Yeah, me neither. Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Kyira Wackett. Thanks for joining me for another video as we work to empower and equip you with the confidence and skills to write your own story so that you can live your life on purpose. Today I want to talk about the power of a good routine. While this has been something that many of us have struggled with for years, the pandemic really highlighted for us the significant stress and overwhelm when it comes to the unstructured parts of our days. One of the best things that we can do to offset those costs and to really start to respond to what we learned through that period is to create daily anchor points in the morning and the evening. So what do I mean by this? I mean we need to find a routine and make it non-negotiable. A routine is a regular and repeated action that requires deliberate practice and a higher degree of effort and intention than a habit. This is especially important because it's something you have to be actively engaged in rather than doing on autopilot. A routine can also, when done frequently and ideally consistently, elicit pathways in your brain that help you either get energized for your day or come down from your day at the end of it. Like the way the sun's rising and falling impacts our mood and function, these anchor points can take this deeper and give you a sense of rooting into your life by the deliberate action you're taking in the present moment. So now you're asking, okay, great, I like this, but how do I create that? Your routine can be short or long, but should be consistent and with intention. Perhaps it's waking up, turning the coffee maker on, and washing your face, maybe reading the morning news. Maybe it includes a few sun salutations or some morning breath work. Your evenings may become about the small hygiene practices, washing your face, brushing your teeth, or it might go deeper and include things like drinking tea and journaling or meditating, doing yin yoga, or rolling out your body for a few minutes. Now, I want to give you a few tips to make your routines stick and to really add the most value to your life. So first, it's incredibly important to draw a connection to everything that you do to a value or an intention. Don't just stretch. Don't just do the mobility because people say it's good for you, or read the news because you should be informed. Ask yourself why you're stretching or reading the news. How does this deepen your connection to your life? This is also a way to weed out behaviors that can creep into our routines, such as checking your email first thing in the morning. Again, spend time asking yourself, why? Does checking your email before you've even gotten out of bed start your day off the way you'd like? What about hitting the snooze button 3 to 4 times? How does that contribute to the start of your day? It may not be enjoyable getting out of the warm and cozy heap of covers that you're resting under, but what's the subtle shift you make when you tell yourself your goal, in this case, the time to wake up, and that it's negotiable? Second, I want you to try to establish at least part of your routine without your phone or some sort of device. And if not, at least try to eliminate the distractions our technology can bring. So for example, I've been getting up every morning before Everly wakes up and spending some time writing. I like to write on my computer. It allows the words to come out at a pace that better matches my thoughts. But when I begin to write and forget to put on Do Not Disturb, the chime of a new email or the allure of checking the news or social media or those little red numbers and notifications distract me and interrupt my morning routine. To help with that, I have a Post-it note next to my computer that says, your morning is not for anyone else but you. Everything and everyone else can wait. Third, make your routines so accessible and easy that you would have to spend more time talking yourself out of them than just doing them. This gets a bit easier after making sure that your what connects to your why, but we know that there's still a major hurdle we have to work through when it comes to execution in our lives. I used to imagine a morning where I would get up, turn on the water to make coffee, we use a Chemex, do some yoga, meditate, journal, wash my face, shower, brush my teeth, make coffee, start my breakfast, and then write a bit before Everly wakes up. Now, I still think this sounds like a wonderful morning routine, and this is not accessible for me right now. Not because I couldn't do it in theory, but because the motivation I have and the resistance my brain has in the mornings are too high to push for all of that right now. When I sat down and got honest with myself about the things that were really important to me in the mornings, especially before Everly got up, I was able to distill it down to wanting to connect to my mind, body, and emotional self every morning. I wanted to slow myself down because I'm typically that person that gets out of their bed with their feet running, and I didn't want to get so caught up in my thoughts and the anxiety that hyperconnectivity brings. Fourth, focus on the 1% changes. Instead of expecting this ideal routine would be waiting there for me because I was energized about it, I focused on small micro shifts to allow myself to truly show up for and welcome that mind, body, and emotional connection. My routine continues to change as I get closer and closer to those self-connections, but right now it involves me waking up and not checking my phone at all while I'm in bed, before I get up, or honestly while I'm in my room at all. Then I go out in the kitchen and I drink a glass of water, and then I turn on the water to make coffee. I brush my teeth and I do a face wipe or sometimes wash my face, and then I choose to either do some stretching or some journaling. I wait to make any actual coffee or any food until Everly is up with me so that we can make breakfast together and eat as a family. 2 things I'm currently working on as I'm going through all of this is not opening my phone at all at this time, and then trying to close out of my email app the night before so that I'm not tempted to check my email when I open my computer if I decide to do some journaling. I do check for any notifications on my phone lock screen to make sure I didn't miss anything I need to tend to, like missing several calls from my mom, which meant something might happen. I'm still working towards my ideal morning routine, but I'm also aware that this would require I get up earlier than I already am, and I don't yet have enough buy-in to wake up earlier than I already am doing. So I'm okay with this. This feels like a great compromise to match where I'm at, where I want to go, and to continue to evolve. Next, make sure the activities that you're doing align with the goal and are exciting to you. Now that you've made sure that your what connects to your why and is accessible, make sure each of the activities align with the goal of each anchor. Morning routines are meant to energize and connect you to your day. Evening routines are meant to allow you to unwind and set yourself up for sleep. So for example, I use a face scrub with peppermint oil in it in the mornings, which gives my face a gentle slap and feels fantastic after I do it. I also make sure that I get both coffee and creamer I really enjoy, so when I make that cup of fresh coffee, I can sip my coffee with intention and enjoyment rather than rushing through. Okay, taking all these tips, all of these kind of data points as you're thinking about them, I want to turn this to you. So consider, what routines and anchor points can you set up for your day? How might this shift the way that you engage in your life and connect to yourself and the world? Are there particular resistances that you can feel coming up when you think about setting a more intentional routine? Things you know you shouldn't be doing but still do? Remember, the goal isn't to shame yourself for what you do or feel, but to give yourself permission to shift the narrative and the control to yourself. You can check your email if you want to. It's not bad. Just ask yourself the why question and how it contributes to the start of your day to see if you want to keep doing it. Be sure to share some of your ideas, ahas, and comments with us in the chat so that we can start to build some more community and support for each other as we are all reclaiming our time and energy. While you're there, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you can stay in the know on all new content that comes out on YouTube. And of course, share this video with someone that you think could benefit from hearing it. There's also tons of great information down in the show notes. You can get added onto my email list. You can check out some of the resources if you want to go deeper when we're thinking about values, when we're thinking about our why, our intention, how to reassess our time, money, and energy investments. So check some of those things out. And of course, again, hit the comments if you have questions. I'd love to show up for you there as well. Thank you for being there with me today. Remember, you have the right to author your own story. So let's go get that pen back. I'll see you next time.